All right, welcome, welcome. Oh, hold up, let me get to the other side real quick. Uh, Wee. Oh, too far. Okay. Welcome, guys. So apparently this is gonna be easy strats. Whatever. Probably. I mean, it has to be easy then, right? Because the person's doing it solo. If it's solo, it has to be easy. Plus, I think they were like level 47. I don't know. But this place just came out. It's level 60, recommended for players and whatnot. I haven't attempted it yet because a lot of people are saying that you should watch a guide or something. And I figured I'm not just gonna watch a guide. I'm gonna comment, analyze, anal, what's the word? Analyze. I'm gonna analyze it and also maybe put my own input to it. We'll see. There's some people saying it's super hard, and then there's other people saying it's actually because of all the lag, which is the reason why I'm not really doing it either. But I'm hoping this isn't one of those ones where it's like, you're gonna have to gather lots of materials and then use it here, gather lots of materials for a day, then use it there. Because if that's the case, then yeah, everything's gonna be solo easy. You just have to use a lot of resources, and time is a resource too. I'd rather get Hive, right? Get them together to do it, to use less resources overall. I also forgot that you can actually solo stuff. I've always played with other people. Dang, look at that lag. Wait. Used items. So he has the health. He has the shells that you can get by the water side. I don't know what that drink is. I think it's like an energy kind of drink for speed. I don't know the item next to that, but it looks like it's for attack power. Um, no, the one next to that one that looks like an energy drink. That one's for speed. Living armor, 9 of them. I mean, those things have a long cooldown too. I don't know what these are, to be honest. I know living armor, though. At least I believe that's living armor. Used tacticals. Nade. I think that's a smoke nade next to it. So it's like smoke nade, regular nade, Molotovs, and I have no idea what that is. It'd be nice if he like told me what they were. I can't really tell from the icons alone. Let's watch the gameplay. Ice, white circle. Stand in a white circle. Kill ice gluttony while staying in circle. So you... Why? Same with fire. Oh, I see. Because, oh, okay. So before he even does it, it's like you can kind of tell that guy is like fire, and the one on the right, it's kind of looks like fire, so I assume he has to go over there. Yeah, slowly making his way over. Making my way. Oh. That's so cool that he can go invis. That looks like a very useful ability. I don't know where or how he got that though. Like, you saw how he used it, right? Once he got the enemies to that spot, he went invisible, and then he just basically had to wait. He didn't have to like dodge or anything because the enemies don't even see him. Oh, by the way, you don't actually have to drop the slime dude. If you put up the menu, the one on the left, it's like you get to aim and throw it somewhere, right? Instead of doing that, you can actually just hold it in your hand, which uses less energy for the deviant, like less power. It doesn't do as fast of healing, I believe, but it'll be easier to like manage it, and I believe resource wise it actually does more over time. So you could just like put it away right when you see your health at its ideal state.
What's that hole?
Also, another good thing for the jelly is the fact that if you were to hold it instead of just putting it on the ground, because you might have like teammates and stuff too at some point. I know this is meant for solo, but you might have teammates or you're running away from something. It heals people while you're just running around holding it above you. So it's a good strat. Oh, I hate all those lights. All those light enemies. They slow you down so much. And that's just one of them. The fact that there's 3, whew. I believe you could just shoot the lights out of them though, and then you could just kind of ignore them. I mean, do you really have to worry about them if they can't even get you? Oh, is he using an LMG? He is. I'm surprised he's not playing with the flashlight in this area. For me personally, when it's this dark, I would still use a flashlight. I don't know, I'm just weird like that, I guess. The sheer amount of ammo is insane. I'm not used to that. Right now I'm using a pistol. It's like the Shark pistol, legendary. But basically I shoot one of them like 2 or 3 times. Probably only 2 times to be honest. 1, 2 in the head. They explode and then it hits the other ones around and then they also explode. That's kind of how I play instead. So seeing an LMG is kind of odd to me. And plus like it's harder to move around, so you kind of have to position yourself ahead of time if you use the LMG. So this person's name is Dr. Mannheim, the boss, level 60. So this is the final guy then. Currently immune to damage. Secure the polarized deviant first. Okay, so you have to bring that one to the thingamajiggy. That circle thing. There's multiple ones though. That looks so oh wow, that sucks. Yeah, that's another reason why you don't use the auto put down. It's better to hold it. It's for the very fact that it might go up there. It just goes to random spots. But it looks like there's multiple of the polarized deviants. I don't know if you had to put them in certain areas. That one looks like ice, so I assume you go to the ice looking one. Kind of like earlier, it was like a tutorial, right? Yeah, that one would go to the one on the left. And then the one right there should go to the one that looks like fire. That's pretty awesome that he's able to do all this on his own. It'd be nice if there was like commentary or like more subtitles and whatnot. And yeah, I checked the captions. There's no captions. Hence, I will be your caption. Not caption. I will be your commentator. I know, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. But you can treat it as the worst if you want. Okay, so it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have done, if you guys played it. It's like Call of Duty Zombies in a way of like you're kind of training the enemies, and then you're trying to get to the objective. But in this case, like you're trying to also get them to the objective. That is actually interesting. So he doesn't mention this at all, but he's using invis after burning the enemy, which means since the enemy is being burned, it's not technically him attacking, so he doesn't get out of his invis state, which means they'll just stand there and start losing health. So he could just like bring them to the spot and then just, you know, let it happen over time. I guess burn might actually be the strongest from what it looks like. If you get the burn on top of being invis, all you have to do really is tag enemies and then just let it go from there. At least that's what it looks like. That's really too bad. I don't have a weapon that has burn, so I might have to use Starchrome and just like buy a weapon that has burn. I do have armor though that encourages burn and mods, so I could just do a full burn build if I want. But if I want to do that, then I'm gonna have to swap weapons from the pistol, because the pistol doesn't tag fast enough. My sniper rifle does tag though, because the bullet bounces and hits everyone. It's like the hammer, but it doesn't bounce all the time, so that's another problem. And since I'm going to do a burn build, I'm going to have one less bounce, because right now my build is bounce build. So you would make armor that has like burn encouragement on top of... I still don't know what the invisible thing is, and I really want to know. It has to be some sort of perk, right? I think it might have been one of the last perks, to be honest. I think I did see something for that, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's like a potion. It could be a potion as well. It's one or the other. If someone knows, let me know down in the comments. But there's that. So, yeah, just like I said, tag them with fire, watch them burn, and chill. And it basically looks like that's just this entire phase. I'm trying to see if I should skip ahead, to be honest. Currently immune. So, yeah, he's gonna do the same thing for this one. We're just gonna skip ahead. Gameplay is still the same. So he's taking damage now. Now that you get all the deviants and the things. It also looks like there's shocks on the ground. Okay, so the jelly looks like a must-have, to be honest. Because he's keeping the jelly up, but he's still getting hurt super badly, right? So either you need like a build that can withstand the shockwaves or something, because it doesn't look like you can really jump over them. There's simply too many. Also, I'm not sure if you can build in here either, so that's another thing. And the thing is, when his jelly's gone, he could just go invisible, right? So he doesn't have to worry about dying. That barrier is a thing where you have to be inside of it to damage. This video is still going though, so this must be just one of the bosses. Must be a long fight. It's like a raid dungeon. That's actually pretty cool. It's no wonder he has so much ammo, huh? Oh, did he just left? They just straight up left the resources. They did not care. Straight up just left back the resources, like I don't need that. Whoa. Whoa! Oh my goodness, what is all that?
Safe.
Okay, so
Safe here.
kind of just dodging all the enemies, it looks like. Juke past all the fighting, because it's unnecessary, really. Only fight the objectives, it looks like. And I guess certain enemies that do homing attacks. Okay, so whenever he snaps his fingers, that's when he goes invis. That has to be a perk. I might have to reset my perks. I'll check it out and then see if it is. That's actually cool. The entire time just stays invisible, even with the interaction. That would actually mean a lot of if you have invisible, that means a lot of fights would actually be better done solo than with a group. Just for the fact that like the boss will just stop fighting. They'll just stop doing whatever they're doing. Because they'll be like, there's no one here. We're fine. But if you're with a group, let's say the Trent, it would still like swing at you, right? But if you were to use that instead, it's like you have time to like recover and stuff. The only problem is it uses a lot of resources. But I'd rather do that than play with people and have a chance of failing and using even more resources, you know? That's actually really too bad now that I think about it, because that means the meta, get it? The meta build is basically play solo in stealth. Whew, that was some damage. I did see an intriguing set though. It doesn't dodge shockwaves and stuff, but there's a set where it reduces your stamina for when you dodge by like 20%, I believe. It's not too much, but that's enough for you can get like 1 or 2 extra rolls depending if you buffed your stamina or not, which I think is pretty useful. Like if you don't have the stealth instead, and if you want to play with other players. There's so many attacks though where it's like you can't dodge it no matter what. They're too fast or they home in on you. Wait, those still hit you even though you're invisible? Ooh, gotta be careful then. That's pretty cool, the double jump. That's definitely from the potion, the energy drink or something. They're just like, yep. It definitely looks like it saves time. I think, honestly, those potions, like the double jump and stuff, or stamina, helps out quite a bit for the fact that, like, you don't have to use as many resources because of them. Because you can easily skip through, like, the intermission between objectives. That's interesting.
My darling Kelly.
That's crazy. It's already 11 minutes in. No, thank you.
Kelly, my darling child. Rest now.
Looks like she... No, it. That's Eve.
An unbreakable.
Mother of life. So, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like in the beginning of the game, like level 15 area, there's also a Mother of Life. It's pretty interesting that she showed us up again at the end. I actually don't know if they fight the same though, because the one that I was fighting against, I stabbed her in the back once, and then she was just ignoring me. I don't know why. She just wanted nothing to do with me. This looks like a pretty straightforward one, to be honest. Get rid of ads and just keep shooting this. We'll skip ahead a bit and see if there's any difference. Orbs to break those things. Looks like you have to use the orbs to go against the opposite color. And then it's those enemies to the these things, yeah. Because the Mother of Life cannot take damage. So it's basically so right now basically what's happening is for each part of the stage it shows you a mechanic, and then it uses that mechanic in the next stage together with another mechanic, and then it's just doing that over and over. That's what it looks like. So that means this one should have one new mechanic we learn of for the next stage. Okay, orb goes to the red. Or does it work on all of them? Oh, I guess it just works on all of them. Okay, well that's fine. You know, my sniper rifle might be good here if I could somehow like also get like a mod burn on it or something. Change a perk to burn. Balance plus burn. Oh, that'd be too sick. I don't even know if that's possible, to be honest. How long can you stay invisible for? That's crazy. So he's just kind of using the tower as a defense mechanism since it doesn't go through, luckily. So we gotta use the orb and try to break one that will go towards the tower things, I guess. They're like, come here, hit me, I'm here. Go to the red fiery one. Try not to burn it all the way down though, you're gonna need it over here. Oh no, I think it's gone, yep. I don't think that counts, right? I thought it had to be in the spot. Okay, we'll go skip ahead a bit. Just to be safe, try to destroy it when it's like near. Because it doesn't look like it's being affected otherwise. I don't know, I'm gonna try to look closely on this one. Maybe it does fly over and I just wasn't paying attention enough. Because earlier it showed him like bringing it towards it first. Like in the circle like this. And then now he's gonna burn it down, right? While it's in the circle. Yeah. I thought as much. Tool durability is lowered. What is confusing is the fact that you kind of can't tell what's happening, because nothing changes. Like, oh, we destroyed the deviant, and that's it. No, there's no change to the towers or anything. Thank goodness the Mother of Life is just chilling in the background, though. Perhaps you just have to... No. Oh, you can just damage it. Oh, okay. Alright. So I guess it's a constant repeat. I guess you just need to do one of the polarized in order to have a chance to damage her. I don't know if one is more important than the other one yet. It's not really explained. Like whether you should get the ice one or the fire one. Okay, it looks like this is just a gun down for now. Mobs, as per usual. More mobs. Ads, I should say. Back to burning it down. Eventually... Yeah, now it's immune. So now you have to do the thing again. Get at least one of them, I think. Dang, just throwing all the nades. Yeah, okay. It looks like getting rid of the ads is very important first. Specifically, only the ones that like summon right then and there. Okay, alright. I remember him starting at like 15,000 bullets. And now he's at half of that. And that's with his burn and stuff. Although I feel like there's actually another way he could be using his LMG with the burn. Instead of just continuously gunning a single enemy, I believe you could just target that enemy, then hit another enemy, and just keep tagging the enemies while watching them burn. You know what I mean? Like, the more you tag, the faster the dot's gonna work against all of them at once, instead of just continuously applying the same dot to one enemy, because I don't think they stack past a certain amount. At least that's what it looks like. Okay, break one of those, do one of these towers again, and I think... I don't know if you have to do more than one, though. It looks like he's going to do more than one. More mobs and stuff. Alright. Breaking another one. Mother of Life now takes damage. Okay, so you have to keep doing it until it says Mother of Life now takes damage. That's when you can ignore doing these. But if you still have like enemies around, I guess you should clear the more elite enemies first. Just so they don't get on you while you're trying to deal with her. The reason why he ran instead of like fighting the ones that was over there, like going to the next tower, is because he needs to give himself some timing distance so he can deal with the enemies more divided so he doesn't go down. That's why he runs each time after going invisible. Some enemies are slower than others, so that's why. Like right here. You saw how those white capes caught up. So going to the next one and resetting them, giving him time and space. Mother of Life takes damage now too. I don't know if it's a time base though. So that's a curious thing. If it's by time, then he's running out of it. But if it's just by damage base, then that's different. So I don't know. It could just be by phases as well. But I assume it's by phase or damage because he's just kind of fighting the mobs instead of shooting her. So I guess don't get stressed out on time. Yeah, it's still getting burned from the thing, even though like lots of time passed by. It's almost over. Whoops. Should we just let it play from here? Yeah, we'll just let it play from here. It's only 2 minutes. So yeah, from the stuff that we've learned, it looks to be it took those mechanics and this is the last boss. It doesn't seem too difficult, to be honest, as long as you have stealth and burn. If you want to do it solo. But it also looks like a fight that you can definitely do in a squad and it wouldn't be as hard as a Trent. If that makes sense. Okay, now he's showing his weapons. This is very important. Buff effect continues, but with burn stacks. Whatever that means. Buff effect continues, but with burn stacks minus 50%? Huh? What does that even mean? What else? Damage against normal enemies plus 8, weapon damage plus 8, burn damage plus 6, element, blaze, frost, shock, blast plus 4. So I guess that's an interesting effect weapon. His LMG is max burn stack plus 2. So his first weapon is a statistic affliction weapon that buffs those, and this is the one that creates the burn. Okay, so this one is the burning actual weapon. The boom boom. RPD boom boom. Stun baton doesn't seem important since you just kind of skipped over it. Magazine capacity when the okay, so mag capacity because he's using an LMG that tags for burn. Every stack of burn grants extra damage equal to 3% psi intensity. And then his attribute has burn on it. Damage against great ones, weapon damage reduction, so he takes less damage, and reload bonus. I think these are like the most ideal for the random attributes. But it doesn't look like it's going to be like the most important, but it's to make it go faster. Right? At the core of all this, the thing that's important is burn and stealth. Melee weapon status, when HP is above 90, you get plus 10 damage. This one is healing shots grant 75% movement speed for 2 seconds. It refills the mag to 75% from inventory. That's a must get. You need that one. That's a good one, especially for weapons that have lots of ammo. On top of like, oh my goodness, that's a really good one. You need that. That's a priority. Reload. I didn't see that one. That was the quick comeback. Then the next one was reloading an empty mag grants plus 10 status damage for 12 seconds, up to 3 stacks. So I don't know if that one's gonna be. Actually, no, that works because shooting and running out reloads. It doesn't seem like he'll get the max thing from it because he can really only like burn it out for, I think to empty the mag it took him more than 12 seconds, so he'd only get the plus 10, but I think it's still good. That looks more like a mod for an AK if you could apply burn. These ones are basically damage boosting. This one's the one that's important. Killing enemies with continuous damage from burn and frost grants extra damage and stacks. Upon weak spot hits by guns, consecutive buff have their trigger chance until the buff is replaced. Okay, so you can reset it. The fewer, well, he just kind of skipped it. Medicine effects cooldown, not only for heals but also the what's it called? His reload. Plus 30% damage for blast and shock damage. Does he have blast or shock? I haven't seen that, but I guess he must have. I'm using blast, but I didn't see it for his. But if he does, then good on him. That's a good one too. So yeah, that looks to be everything. Survivability and stuff. Well, okay, so that's the guide. It doesn't look like it's gonna be something where you could just go in willy-nilly. It looks like you have to build for it. Like you have to go through the game to build for it. I don't know, maybe you might already have the materials just sitting around in your inventories or storage. So do try to like check those out. He didn't mention anything about the stealth. So, and it didn't show on any of his equips. So it has to be in under the cradle options. I think it might be the last one, but he used that thing so often that it looked very important. So it's either under the cradle options or it's a potion. So try to find those, because that's very much needed as well. It saved him so many times. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my talk on this, my thoughts, my review, my analysis, and my commentary, which I hope helped out. Remember, the original is going to be down in the description. Give that a like as well for all his hard work. Their hard work. I don't know their pronouns. For Peanut Butter's hard work. I don't know. They could be allergic. You and never mind. Anyways, I'll see you guys later with more Once Human. Bye.